Good morning. Today is May 8th, and throughout the week we'll be talking about how to activate our weapons of warfare. Brethren, it's time for us as soldiers of the Lord to arise and take our place against forces of darkness all around us. We're not fighting sin forces but unseen, and we're not fighting with physical weapons but spiritual weapons that are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. This is why we need to be on the Lord's side, because our weapons of warfare are mighty through faith in God. Hebrews 11, I read from verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good testimony. By faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which are visible. But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. We're going to be looking at how to activate our weapons of warfare. But to start with, what are those weapons? Before we got born again, we lived without God and without hope. The spirit of fear controlled us, making us fearful, hopeless, unbelieving, doubtful, not knowing what to do when we face trials. We just run around in circles looking for answers where there was none. We were in despair and failed many times. However, as children of God, and just like Paul said, Galatians 2:20 says, I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Hebrews 10:38 says that those who have been justified live by faith. So we see that fear is contrary and it is not of God. To fight unseen forces of darkness, we shouldn't yield to fear, because that's the major weapon of the enemy that he uses against us. Hebrews 11:1 again says, faith makes us sure of what we hope for and gives us proof of what we cannot see, so that there is a certainty in our walk of faith with God. Faith gives an assurance so that as believers, we are not living without hope, but we become audacious. We'll continue from here tomorrow. Remain blessed.